everyone. Welcome back to Minecraft. Today we're in creative mode because I can't be trusted with resource management. Today we're in creative mode because I can't be trusted with resource management. I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be fine? Everything is fantastic. I know I said last stream that I would finish building this hot air balloon off stream. But you know, that's just another great example of my resource management, because I ran out of time to do that. If you found this VOD out of context, hi, welcome. It's nice to have you here, and I hope you're very confused. Because if you are very confused, it means you're not here from the last VOD, and you don't know my failures. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just breathe. Just breathe. Everything's okay. There are no skeletons that can sneak up on you and wear down your shield here. I'm confused, but it's okay. Something feels wrong here, but I will work it out. That feels better. This is fine. This is where I'm supposed to be. That goes back one. I think they all just continue to go back one. Is that right? Look, I promised that the stream would end. I didn't promise that I wouldn't start another one. It's too early. It's too early in the afternoon for me to be giving up. The sun comes up, I think about you. A coffee cup, I think about you. Oh, I love you so, it's like I'm losing my mind. It always happens the moment you start hoping. You start thinking, maybe this could be something. It all goes away. And it's sad. It is sad. You're allowed to feel sad. I'm allowed to also feel sad. Probably more me than you in this context. But generally, equally. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I am rambling because I don't know what to say, because I don't... I've lost so much. And I don't know how to go on without it. Although that is being a little dramatic. But you know me. I will always take a chance to be dramatic. So you really should have seen that coming. Okay, that feels wrong. But it looks right. Yeah, no, it is right. Okay. Okay. Sometimes I stand in the middle of the floor, not going left, not going right. I dim the lights and think about you. Spend sleepless nights just thinking of you. You said you loved me, oh, were you just being kind? Or am I losing my mind? I'm fine. I'm gonna be fine. Maybe creative mode is where I belong. Maybe this is all I was ever meant for. And that's okay. I love creative mode. I just thought maybe for once, I could be hardcore. But it was not meant to be. It was not meant to be. And I don't know what you're talking about. I am not being over dramatic. I am being exactly as dramatic as I should be in this moment. This feels wrong. But I think it might actually be right. So is that the same? I think that's the same. It just looks different because I haven't done this last 8th. If you weren't here last week, we're building a cute little town. And this is our cartographer's station. Because our cartographer is a hot air balloonist. Which is badass as hell. I wish I was a hot air balloonist, to be honest. I would live in a hot air balloon in a heartbeat. I would not be able to have all of my nice stuff in it, but it's a compromise I would be willing to make. As long as I still had like a TV, or at least a spot to put my laptop. I am civilized after all. I lasted over an hour. Yeah, it's fine. I am a disappointment. And I mean, look, I said I wasn't expecting to get further than the first night. So honestly, I did better than I was expecting. So that's nice. Something is wrong here. Something is different. I have made this different. I feel like I'm trying to justify to myself why my mistakes are okay. I forgot how cold this was. Anyway, it's fine. I was talking about my sadness. That looks like a hot air balloon, I'm not gonna lie. It was really hard to get that shape, but I think it's kind of perfect. Obviously, I'm not just going to leave it this one colour. We're gonna put in some stripes. So let's get our 3 terracottas. Because the third one was like a different kind of pink. Wait, have I got blue in here as well? How long have I had blue terracotta? Have I had blue terracotta in the palette this whole time and not realised? No, I've just got that wrong. That's not supposed to be there. Nobody look, nobody look. Okay. You did a really cool job with the non-standard 3D shape. Thank you. I think we do 2 of each. Maybe 3 of each, but I'm going to start with 2 at the bottom. Then go to 3. And just see how this looks. We can always change it. Go in there, thank you. What you can do if you're doing this on quite a big project and you want to do it easier, assuming that you are using the world edit mod like I am, like I always do for creative, you can just make a brush that is the size of 1. I did that wrong. And rather than having to quickly left click, right click, you can just click once. So I do that sometimes, but I don't think this is a big enough build to justify me spending the time making a brush. It's really good for something if you're like making a path. Okay, nope, not there. 1, 2, 3. Had any good stories from this week? Has anything interesting happened? I went to the hairdresser today and I'm going to try and get my hair re-dyed purple because I don't know if you know, but my hair right now is supposed to be purple. I'm going to tell you right now, it's kind of not. It was kind of purple when it started, but now it's kind of not, and I'm very excited for it to be, because I don't know if you can tell this about me, but I love purple. It is my second favorite color. Which, you know, people don't think a lot about second favorite colors, because why would you not just use your first favorite color? But yellow hair is something only a very few people can pull off. I don't think that orange is gonna work, but we're gonna keep trying. I might have to switch that orange out for something else, and I am okay with that. So the whole rest of this top is going to be purple. But because we have been using plenty of exotic materials in here already, well, actually not really. But the lore of this particular build within this town is that this is a balloon that has come from somewhere else. So it doesn't need to have all of the natural materials of the island like a lot of the others do. Oh, I have fallen in a hole. They said it couldn't be done. They said I couldn't ruin I couldn't lose it all in creative mode. But I proved them wrong. I fell in a hole. Always prove the haters wrong. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see if... You know, the orange is kind of doing it for me now I look at it again. What do you guys think? Maybe we should see what it looks like with the light blue. I'm going to have to be careful with this because I don't want to accidentally change orange somewhere else. But if I // place near, then do like a 15 block radius, should be fine. Place orange terracotta with light blue terracotta, and I'm going to copy that just in case we want to try a different color. Is that better? Yes. Yes, that's better. Okay, so let's have a look at the rest of this build. This is such a cute frickin' moment. I don't know how I feel about the granite. I'm wondering whether wood might have been a better choice than granite here. But there's one way to find out. That is called polished granite. And I'm almost tempted to try it with acacia wood, which is crazy. I don't like it. I don't know, what do you guys think of the polished granite here? Is it too weird of a choice, or is it exactly weird enough of a choice? I'm looking at it and I think my problem might be how rounded the bottom is. I think if I just... do that, that's gonna fix a lot. Like, I'm looking at it and I know something's not quite right, but that was it. Whew. So I think that means we've done every... You don't hate the granite? Be interested to see a few other options too. Hay bales. I have been forgetting to look at chat, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if you can tell. I think we now have every kind of villager except cleric, and we were going to put them higher up. Ooh. That library's cute. Let's do a tour. Let's do a tour of where we're at. Also, all of the colour I added last time was a good choice. But I think I need a little more colour here. And it needs to be pink. There's so much pink already. Ooh, pink banner. What if I steal some of the pink banners from the banner shop? Maybe this isn't just the flag of the banner shop. Maybe this is the flag of the town. I think I like that. I might change it later. I think I like that. Spooky Cleric Tower. I'm so excited for the Cleric Tower. I am going to put it on the other side of the accommodation section of the town. Okay, so this is the pier. Get off your boat. You come up here. Not a lot of people are actually going down to the pier. You've got your cute little wagon. You've got your wheat field. Your little tool shed. Ooh, that acacia wood. I decided to make it a moment. I love this little room. It's so cute. I don't think I'm going to keep the acacia stairs there, though. And these cute little downstairs. Oh, I'm a genius. Aside from the version of me that put those acacia stairs there. Okay. And then over here, we've got the masons, the smiths, with all the smithery things, and their rooftop garden. So you can sit on the bench and watch the town. Over here, you've got the stone masons, which is a little culty, but also fun. Over here, we've got the cowboys. I have made a mistake. I need to fix that trapdoor. But we've got the butcher and the leather worker here. And all our cows down here. You have to get in and out fast because those cows really like climbing ladders. Like a weird amount. Like, I know cows aren't supposed to climb ladders. I know that. I've got to get the trapdoor before I broke it. It's okay, there's one here. Oh, I see. That's fine, that's just a little bit down there. And then we've got this cute little bench here where you can look out over the water or look back over the town. Over here we've got our shop. Our, I don't know what they're called. Shepherds. They're called shepherds and they've got the sheep around the back. Then, oh, I forgot about the weird little Fletcher's shop. Look at this weird little Fletcher with his chickens. And his collection of dead bushes. And over here, we've got our beautiful library, which I am going to fill up with loads and loads of librarians. And our little reading nook up here. It's so freaking cute. I kind of like that you have to climb up on the roof of the Fletchers to get up to the next level of the town. I think that's very cute. I do think we're going to need to open this up a lot more because it doesn't look like a place you're supposed to go, if that makes sense. We need to make it look less like we're walking into a forest. Let's smash some of these trees. Smash them. Even though this looks like such a beautiful old tree, look how big it is. Maybe I keep that tree? Can I get away with keeping that tree? Maybe if I get rid of the even bigger tree behind it. I need stairs. I need this in stairs, which I think I've got over here. Because at the moment it is just generally hard to get around. Do I watch One Piece? I watched the first couple of episodes and then never finished it, I'm gonna be honest. But I freaking love pirates, so maybe I should finish it at some point. Is it good? Should I watch it? Yes, okay. I will add that to my list of things to watch. Why do you ask? Is there a freaking cool hot air balloon in that as well? Or a cool library? Or a just generally cool town? Or a cool tree? I think I just like things. I love that tree being the cornerstone of the building. So let's get rid of this huge body here and see what that does for the landscaping. Oh, and I forgot to mention today, this whole ass island was just ocean when I built it. Like, I'm pretty sure if I stand here, it's still going to say we're in the ocean biome. Yeah, because this was generated as ocean. This whole island is custom. I can get rid of this little tree. The problem is making the leaves right after you get rid of trees. Those trees were connected. That all looks like that could be a part of that tree. Oh, it just keeps going. Freaking behemoth. Get rid of this tree. I do feel bad about deforestation. Which I shouldn't, because this is a video game. No, trees are important. Okay, how does that look from down here? Looks like I have chopped way too many leaves off the front of this tree. Ah, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm missing all my keys. I'm panicking. Remember, I'm not in hardcore anymore. We're fine. This is bothering me. villagers notoriously do not care where they sleep as long as they have a bed. It's not like you can make a bunch of cute little houses that are like, this is this family's house, and that's that family's house. Because everyone's just going to kind of sleep wherever the frack they want. Okay, that's cute. And then going under this little moment here is like a freaking fairy tale. So we've got basically all of this space to do general housing, and then we're going to have a mayor's house on the top, maybe even hanging off the side, and a cleric's tower somewhere up here as well. Maybe even cleric's tower here. I think this is going to be a good place for the cleric's tower, because it's kind of top, but it's also not, but especially once we get the height. Something tells me there's kelp down there. No? Okay, that just fully missed generation. That's fine. Let's get out of this hole. No one will know. You just gotta plug the top of the holes and no one will know. That's also why I've got so much fun, beautiful texture, is that this is not naturally generated. What is that hole? That hole is distracting me. And now, of course, the moment I chase it, it disappears. That's fine. That's fine. Capsicum. An excellent snack. I reckon we build the cleric's tower now and the mayor's house now, and then we know exactly how much space we have for the general accommodation, because I haven't worked out how big I want it, so knowing the size space I have is going to be really useful to informing that. And I also need to work out exactly how many villages we're going to have. Because that will inform how many beds we need. Because as I keep saying, I do the main point of this is to make a cute aesthetic town, but I do want it to be functional. A completely functional Minecraft town. I reckon what's going to look cool up the side of that hill? Stained glass, and I reckon we go with the deep slate tiles. Again, we use in world edit, so we can always put it in and then try a few swatches. But the deep slate tiles, there's something kind of menacing about them more than any other kind of deep slate. Like, it's so intentional in a way that's a little scary. So clerics do normally come in towers. So there's an obvious preconceived notion of what a cleric's tower looks like, which is just kind of a big old square basic ass tower. And I'm trying to work out how to make that not what we do. How big do we want it? Tall, very tall, but in terms of width, I don't think it needs to be really more than, let's say 5 by 5 on the inside, which means the outside is going to be that. And then I am perfectly happy to dig this into the side of the mountain. That doesn't bother me at all. I think it's a cool look. Are these cracked? Damn it, I did not mean to get the cracked ones. Maybe I'll probably replace a few of them with cracked, but as a base we don't want them all to be cracked, because then they'd be too much like me. One thing you should know about me is that I think I'm very funny. I think we basically just make this as high as we possibly can. Cool, there's a bit of a hole here, but we can fix that by covering it up and having 1,000 zombies spawn in there. Okay. So let's just start with this base and make it prettier. I find that's usually the way to go. That's correct. Okay. When I say I want this tower to be tall, I'm talking tall. Spirally tower. Ooh. Definitely going to be spirally on the inside because I want a staircase for this. I don't want this to be a ladder situation because that's boring. And I already have so many ladders. I don't know if I have a single staircase in this whole build so far. And I hate that. I think this is basically just going to be a spiral staircase with a couple of other things on it. This is primarily a spiral staircase. I just remembered I can fly, which is a useful thing to know. Oh, I missed a few things to break. Bum, 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 bum. How long am I streaming for today? I haven't really decided. I thought I'd just sort of vibe it out. Definitely at least another hour or two. I mean, I thought I would still be on hardcore mode, I'm going to be honest. But I'm not. And that's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Look at this good tall boy. Oh, I haven't even worked out what I'm going to do with the roof yet. I can have so much fun with the roof. With this height and the circle, I cannot wait to find out what I do with this roof. Because the obvious thing, I think, is to either just do a spiral roof, which is fine. Not a spiral, a circular, a cone. Cone is the word I was looking for. Or make it a turret, like a castle. But I want to do something more interesting, and I haven't worked out what that's going to be. Because just this base structure on its own is not fun. This is about as basic a tower as you can get. And I'm not here for basic. You don't go to creative mode for basic ass builds. Unless, I don't know, you do for some reason. Probably making a thumbnail, I guess. I do make some basic ass thumbnails. An oversized cone, like 300% overhang. I think that's a fun idea, but not this context, because I do want this to be one of the impressive things in the town, but I don't want it to be so impressive that it dwarfs everything else. Okay, so the next easy thing to make something look better is to put walls in the corners. It just gives it heaps more. Oh. Who put the Windows key next to the Shift key? You see the difference between that and that, right? It's a lot nicer. I guess the question is, where's the entrance to this place? Again, the obvious answers are either at the top of the hill or the bottom of the hill. But if you've been paying attention, you'll know I'm not here for the obvious answers. I kind of like the idea of this being like a full secret cold vibe with a secret hidden entrance somewhere. I know I'm missing a few and going over a few, that's okay. Art isn't about getting everything right on the first go. It's about getting everything right on the second go. Or on the van go. Like the painter? Like Van Gogh? The point is, I'm very funny. The other question is big windows or small windows? And I don't think there's a third answer here. I think one of those is the correct answer. I just haven't worked out which one yet. Because like a window the whole way up would look fantastic, but I think it's going to depend on what the inside looks like. Because my plan ideally is to make the spiral staircase in the middle and then have the walls have things on them. What should I do for the floor in here? I want a really fun floor, surprising floor. Let's do birch. Known for being both fun and surprising, but I think in this context, it is both fun and surprising. Do I also make the staircase out of birch? Let's find out. Work out where we are first. Okay, so that is the hill. So I think that's where the entryway is going to be, which means we want the stairs starting here. Right? That makes sense? Because if you come in, I guess it would also make sense to have them start here. Might be easier. Building the spiral is going to be a pain. And obviously we are going to fill in the corners with like planks or something. We're not just gonna have it be weird jumpy. And then building so much disgusting structure just to get this in, but that's okay. Because it's very easy to delete it later. I should have checked that you can get up this staircase. But you know, we're here now. Wait, was that water? No, that was just sky. Well, it was water, but it was water from far away. I was like, is there a freaking waterfall here that I didn't know about? Because that would have been so exciting to me. I don't know if you know this about me, but I really like waterfalls. If I could have a little house behind a waterfall, that would be my dream. Okay, so now we're just going to go through and whoa, whack all of these out the way. I did that wrong. I did that wrong. Okay, whack, whack it, whack 'em. Fly. Whack. Not you. I didn't want to whack you. And fly. And then we just need to this is going to be a bigger pain than I thought, because you've got to get it on the back of every stair. So you can't just go up the staircase and place it. You have to, and then that, and then that. And then I'm obviously going to put some sort of rail down the middle. I just haven't worked out what that is yet. The other thing is I chose stairs as a staircase, and that makes sense because they're stairs. But also I do love a trapdoor staircase, and I'm starting to question whether I should have used trapdoors or slabs or something instead of stairs. So I might try that as well, because the birch is not doing it for me, to be honest. It is functional, which is a good start. Let's try end rods for the center, but there's a few things that could work. So I'm not sold on end rods just yet. They are a good light source though, which is nice. And I think the alternating tops of the end rods are actually really nice in a staircase rail moment. That is a staircase rail, but not one for the staircase I have designed. And I honestly think the staircase is the problem. I'm like a cute slab staircase. Look how much cuter this is. I have made the right decision. going back on my previous decision. But I've done that bit wrong, because we need to start on the ground. This is 1,000 times cuter than the birch, and I am so glad I took the time to fix it. And I wasn't expecting it to be 1,000 times cuter because it's just the same color as the walls. So I honestly didn't expect it to be cute at all. So I'm doubting everything I know right now. And honestly, this is going to make it much easier to do the walls. Maybe I just do a completely flat roof. Okay. This is a good start. I might... Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. And it's a freaking gazebo moment. It's also a little bit of a pillager outpost moment. But I don't hate it. I don't know what the roof should be made of though. Like what block to use. So that's another exciting question that I'm excited to find the answer to. Okay, I was going to put a roof on this, but just this is kind of a huge vibe. No, it definitely does need something else up there. But I don't know if it's a roof. I'm going to fill that in because that looks awful. Ooh, I didn't mean to do the bottom like that, but I love it. I think I need something freaking glowing up there or something. Like, this is giving me real Eye of Sauron vibes. In the best way. But also I'm wondering, if I take those corners off, does it look better? Like, 'cause I kind of like the idea of it looking like ruins. Like, not to reference Lord of the Rings twice in a row, but the ruins on the, like, top of the mountain when Frodo's being chased by the spooky ghost guys. Like that kind of vibe. That is really cute, and I think if I light it well, it's gonna stay cute. Even if I do that, I think also helps. Because that way people ain't gonna be falling off. It's also a little bit, if you've seen season 2 of Dimension 20, the bad guy Lord of the Ringsy one, very much reminds me of the top of that tower, which obviously is very based off Lord of the Rings. Is this weird ass fantasy tower in the vibe of the rest of the village? I would dare to say yes. And if the answer is no, honestly, I don't care. Because she is beautiful. Stick some bonfires up there. Not bonfires, campfires they're called. It's really bothering me that you can't fit through there, but it's fine. Does that look spooky yet? Does it look spooky yet? Honestly, I want more smoke. It is going to make it very impractical. But I'm also like, do people need to hang out up here? Let's see that at night. Let's see that at night. It's a good start. It's a good start. What if, and this might be terrible. I feel like I don't need to say that because you all know that by now, that anything I do might be terrible. But it wasn't. It was a stroke of genius. Just having that little bit of fire up the top adds a lot. Okay. I want to do red stained glass windows, but it's so much not in the color palette. And again, I want the tower to be spooky and freaky, but I don't want it to be the main focus of this build. So I'm gonna try pink stained glass paints, because we've already got so much pink, which isn't something I ever intended for this to be a pink heavy build. But I guess that's what the fates had in store. And I want to see what it looks like if I put a window the whole way up. Maybe not the whole way up. I am doing a lot of blocks here that I didn't mean to do. So let's just... Oh, This is... Placing panes is annoying. Okay. Do I love it? I'm not sure. How do we feel about it? It looks kind of like a spooky battery. And I'm gonna try switching it out for orange. I forgot the pains. I forgot the pains. Pink. Oh, 15. It'll be really nice once computers can just read our minds. I'm gonna really enjoy that. Oh! That's not right. That's fine, we can do it by hand. Well, then, not perfect. But it's pretty freaking darn good. I like that. It's not perfect yet, but we've got plenty of time to make it perfect. Ooh, what if I do that? That's kind of nice. And I don't need to do it anywhere else. There. Nope, I don't even need to do it there. Cool, 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 cool. How do I break that up? I want to try stairs. I don't know what I'm going to do with stairs, but I'm pretty sure they're the answer. I just don't know why yet. I think I need to get inside. And I think I need to work on the inside first before I work out the outside. Because the outside is harder. I can just see the hot air balloon through that, and it's so fun. So freaking fun. Nope, nope, nope. Nah. Just extending that staircase to make it wider so that I can put things on it. Mostly brewing stands. I don't know if it's useful to have multiple clerics, but I'm sure it is. I've never actually had clerics in Minecraft. But I'm sure they're very useful, maybe. Maybe the reason nobody has them is that they're not useful. But that can't be right. I assume they sell potions? It seems like a reasonable assumption to have, that they would sell potions. But if anyone knows what clerics are good for, I'm interested. So referencing how this kind of looks like the castle in Dimension 20, I am fully imagining the landing in here and entering from the top. Like maybe the main entrance is just flying in. So now I'm going to need brewing stands, and lots of them. I don't know why I'm going all the way down to the bottom to start from the bottom, but that is what my heart wanted. And my heart is seldom wrong. I'm not going to say never wrong. Oh, it's such a long way down. Okay. So there. Oh, is every one of these going to... Oh, every one of these is flat. That's really nice. I thought half of these were going to be bottom slabs. But the bottom slabs are all the corners. This is going to be a crazy amount of clerics. So I'm even thinking maybe just taking the corners out. Now that I'm seeing. I think the corners out is better. And rather than punch them all one by one, I'm going to go down. This is a crazy amount of brewing stands though. I cannot think of any conceivable reason anyone would need this many clerics. I've already done that one. I went to the one I'd already done. But I also don't know what else to do with this space, so I guess this is just a real brewing heavy community. They need a lot of potions to deal with the plague. You know, the plague problem. I think I need to count how many brewing stands there are here, because it seems like there's maybe 20. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I gotta say, I was pretty freaking close. Now, I'm wondering if every one that connects, I do that. I like that. I like that. It's not there yet, but it's a start. Does that make there weird air gaps? No, that's nice. Maybe torches. I don't use torches in builds almost ever. But I think they will look good here. I'm now realizing that that window is one higher than all the others, and that is going to bother me enough that I'm going to fix it. That is starting to look like a spooky tower. Am I wrong? Is that not a spooky tower? The floor's bothering me now. I knew birch was a bad choice. Nobody clip me not saying that. I want to try something unexpected with the floor. And I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work. But let's just see what it looks like if I do. It's awful, but maybe if I do it with gold, it won't be awful. It's so gaudy. It's no, 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 no. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. This kind of does. I just think there's so much deep slate already that deep slate has to be the choice here, but it doesn't have to be a boring deep slate. Oh, I forgot to get rid of those. I'm so sorry that you had to see that. I don't love that wrapping around, but it was a thought. Okay, but if I do that, I think I like that. I think. I don't. I think the next step is to repeat this pattern on every other wall. I should build a way out, just for now. Did I do that perfectly? I'm not saying I'm a genius, but someone else say it for me. So every time it connects, so there, there, and that's it. I like that it means you really get to see the brewing stands as well, which is not something that I would have expected to be a design choice. So that one's just going to straight start. Like that. Which is weird, but fun. Feels sorta clumsy. I guess I'm rusty. I think I should put the stairs on top of that anyway, even though it's not an actual end. So stairs go the second one down, but everything else is up for grabs. It may take some little time, babe, till I raise hell again. I've been listening to Bonnie and Clyde's musical a bunch lately, and this is beautiful. It is beautiful. And it did not get what it deserved. Oh, that's not good. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that problem. Can I just do that? we'll stick with that and see if it bothers us later. Bam, 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 bam. You may have noticed that I'm not taking these windows all the way down. Because what is the point of windows? They're pointing to the ground. Cow is looking good? I'm glad, because I have put work into it. Torches. Don't know what to do about that problem. For now, we're just going to do that, and again, see if it bothers us later. Think I'm in heaven, feel that way too, babe. This night should have been so much more. Being with you is enough. We'll spoil it if we move. I love romance, you know? And not just like going on a picnic romance, like genuinely caring about each other romance is so beautiful. When you want to hug someone so much, you put their needs above your own. Okay. We're in a good place with the tower, but it is still way too consistent. So we need to add some sort of feature to break up the length. And I don't know what that is yet. I just gotta work out what it is. Work out what it is. I just feel like if I keep repeating that I've just got to work out what it is, it'll come to me. But so far it's not working. What? It is. Where did those birch planks come from? I sampled and birch planks came up, and I thought I had expunged myself from the filth of birch. Is there somewhere I can put this? But also, what if I just do a whole stripe in stained glass? Whole stripe. Okay, so the way we're defining stripe is straight across the front, including that. That was a loud bang. I don't know if you guys heard that. There was a loud bang outside, and I don't know what it was. I don't hate it. I don't know if it solves all our problems, but I'm gonna keep going anyway. Because I think this is this is the first step to solving the problems. Sounds like someone's loading a skip outside. But so that's been going down, which means this corner we actually want to keep. Take that down. Okay, this corner is super clean. What does it have that this corner doesn't? Oh, it's just a different angle. Once it hits the corner, it does hit that. And that's fine. And do we just end it there and don't have it wrap around the back? Because I haven't worked out how I make that back work. I think that might be it. This is not the final look, because it's not right, but I'm working out what's right. And I'm wondering if iron bars is what's right here. I kind of like that. Let's try it all the way around. I really did this as low as I could pull it off, which I didn't intend to do. I just sort of started halfway up on the front and it just lined up perfectly with being okay at the back. Because we're really hitting the wall here. I think the most important thing you can do in a Minecraft build is variance. And what I'm actually going to do is continue this around one more. So that's the corner one, so it's supposed to go up. Like that. Oh, I have done it differently. Do I do 2 on the corner or 3? I've done 2 on every corner except this one. So I'm going to make that 2. Oh! There's so many exotic sounds. I'm hearing car revving now. Think I'm in heaven, feel that way too, babe. This night should have been so much more. Okay, let's have a look at that. It's weird, and I don't know if it's good weird. I think we replace the corners back with walls. That's the first step to recovery. And see whether that does enough. Oh, I've obviously missed one here. I don't like it. To be honest, I don't think it's good. But, you know, sometimes you gotta try things. Just get rid of all of those bars. Well, that was a big old waste of time, but you know, art's never a waste of time. Even if you have to delete all of it. Because you're learning. And if I've said it once, I've said it a million times. Minecraft building is art. And I will fight anyone that says otherwise. Okay, so what else can I do to add some variance to this tower? A balcony moment somewhere? No. What do you need? Tower, speak to me. Tell me what you need. Okay, I'm gonna do the old trick of scrolling through all the items until we find something that makes sense. Acacia trapdoor kind of makes sense. Nether brick fence kind of makes sense. Glazed terracotta. You know I'm a sucker for glazed terracotta. What is orange glazed terracotta? Has that cyan in it as well, which is not super the palette, but that black glazed terracotta could be. Candles are 100% the vibe of this build. There's nowhere useful to put them. Unless I've got an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea. But it will help me avoid using torches, which is always my goal. Okay, so let's try this idea first, because it's the simplest one. And it's boop, 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 boop. Making my own torches, which absolutely don't look as good, but we tried it. Whoa, floating candles. Acacia trapdoors. what would I do with them? I don't know, but they definitely fit with the vibes. So the purpose for them is less relevant. Nope, they're not giving me anything. Black glazed terracotta, I genuinely don't know what I would do with, but I'm kind of tempted to just see what it's like putting it behind all of the torches. No, we gotta have it the same way. The problem is this doesn't actually break up the monotony much, because it's still got that shape. I think it's something to do with the shape that I need to do. But that kind of looks rad as hell. So it's a good start. You see me, but it's the last time that filthy skull's gotta go. By tonight it will be over when I strike the fatal blow. That looks not great. No way out, I gotta do this. Him or me. Okay, let's play. It just doesn't work because it's the same block. We experiment with that later, but for now... Oh, interesting. I've just realized. To put this facing the same way is different. Is that the same way? No, it needs to be pointing up. Which way do I need to place this? That way. Why is it not working now? Was I was not far enough on the angle. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Something really relaxing about Minecraft Creative, which is the opposite to Minecraft Hardcore, which is not relaxing, and in fact quite stressful. So based on my research, that should be right. Haha, my research has paid off. It's the first time I've ever said haha, and I can't decide whether I loved it. I guess I'll have to try it again to find out. Someone give me an excuse to say haha. You know, anytime I'll take the excuse to say haha. It just doesn't have the same energy when you're not ha-haing about something specific. You're just saying the word. It's a very different vibe. which is upsetting. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. I find it also really fun that I'm building different parts of this build at different times of the day. I think it gives it interesting flavor because, I don't know, it's just different aesthetics. I think it's interesting. I'm genuinely curious if more than half of the villager stations in this village are now brewing stands. Because if so, that is crazy. I think it might be about half. Oh no, there's a lot of barrels. I forgot about the fishing village. There's a lot of barrels in the fisherman's village. So is this whole island a cult to whatever this cleric situation is? Because at this point, it's like, it feels like everyone on this island has to be involved in this cult. So not marking those as the directions those would be facing, but is that a helpful vibe is the question. Does that add the texture we needed to add? Ugh. Glazed terracotta is one of the most useful blocks in the game artistically. Oh, yeah, no, that's freaking gorgeous. But it is a pain to work with. Which way do I have to place this to make it line up with that? Does it have to come in like awkwardly from the back? I feel like I've tried from every direction. From here. From up. Is that how that connects? Because that looks good. I don't know. I don't. You know, it's definitely meant to do a circle. But then it also means that the two spider butts kiss. Yeah. So what is the answer to getting you the way I want you? How do I put... It's that. It's whatever I did for that one. Which... This way, I think? No, not like that. How do I just need to debug stick it? Slash give Oh, we're in all caps. Oh, I have to. I'm forgetting. I'm all over the place today, and that's okay. You know what? That's worked surprisingly well. Oh, why has that done something different? Okay, let's zoom out. Oh yeah, that red is just that little hint of the red in the terracotta adds so much. So now we just got to go through and put it everywhere and get it pointing in the right direction. Nope, not there. Nope, nope. You'd think on balance of probabilities I'd get it right sometimes. You'd think. I'm glad I didn't do anything super complicated. I say as if I'm not doing something super complicated. Okay, why can't I place that? I placed it, it's fine. It was a slight cause for concern. But it has since passed. That being there doesn't work. But it has to be. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm panicking. But I'm always panicking, so it's fine. Okay, wait, why is that different? It's not. I'm just crazy. Cool. That's fine. I love being crazy. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. Is that what's supposed to look like? Yes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Why am I puffed? If you're ever wondering if glazed terracotta is the answer to your problems, it is. Should there be one more row here statistically? No. I still feel like it needs more. Ooh, idea. There aren't a lot of blocks in the game that have this size. Wither Skull is pretty unique in its ability to add that very specific texture. I guess it's the same thing people do with buttons, just on a larger scale. But that adds a lot as well. So we're going to go around and add that. Let me leave, please let me leave. Ooh. I had an unexpected reaction to that, but we're gonna gloss over it now. Oh, it's so pretty. Glazed terracotta is an underrated gem. And I don't say that lightly, because it is appreciated. It's not underrated because people don't appreciate it. It's underrated because it's just fantastic. And I think that's probably all that tower needs for now. Unless more finds. No, you can just so clearly see the wood. You're coming up the path. Oh, this place is too freaking dense with trees. That's so freaking spooky from this angle. We made a freaking spooky. And I think the primary entrance is landing. But it is a freaking tricky way to do it. So we're gonna put in a secondary entrance. And I think I am just going to keep walking through here until I get to the edge and see where we end up. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted. A sheer cliff face. I didn't work out how I would make it work. Oh, I have a bad idea. I want to make this whole section glazed terracotta. No, that one can't be glazed terracotta that far along, because we will all know. Okay, now what angle do I have to make this work? This angle. Oh. This one is not from the top, not from the bottom, not from this side, not from that side, not from straight on, which means it's probably from the back, which I really don't want to deal with, so we're going to debug stick it. The question is, do I do this with both walls or just the one? I was imagining both, but looking at it now, I think just the one might be nicer. Oh, that corridor is actually freaking gorgeous. I'm kind of tempted to do it on both walls now. Even though I know it's a bad idea. Someone stop me. Someone stop me. Actually, let's make this roof higher. Because gross. Oh, that means we're gonna have to do so much more. So much more glazed terracotta work. It's fine. I love pain. I don't love the pattern, how it ends like that, but I don't think there's an easy way to fix that, so it's fine. So I want this to be mirrored, so I'm looking for the version of this that gets there. That's what I wanted. Then this way, do that way. No, straight on, straight on. I should have been doing this at the same time. So what angle got his friend? This angle. Isn't it nice when things work the first try? You wouldn't know, it never happens to you. That's unfortunate, I'm sorry. And this was the one that I think was too hard. Oh, we've lost the... Pretty terracotta. Yeah, we love terracotta here. Problem is, it's not going to work now because my inventory is full. So I'm just going to copy that. Yeet that as far as I can. Jump on property in a bit and ask for a tour. That would work if this was a multiplayer server. Okay, that corridor, I think I'm in love with. I had to think about it though. I did have to think about it. So the problem is that door is very visible. I think we're gonna have to do a... I don't know how to... We could do an upsy-downsy piston moment? Can we do that into a corridor? There's not going to be any door that's not going to be super obvious there, so it definitely has to be some kind of piston moment. I just don't know how to make it work without getting really fancy, like more fancy than I know how to be. And trust me, I know how to be pretty freaking fancy. Could do a classic painting moment. Yeah. Oh, it's so weird that there's just a spooky row of paintings here. Oh, I have made an error. Look at that weird ass painting wall. So random. Honestly, I'm not coming up with a better idea than the spooky painting wall, and that very much bothers me, because it's not a good idea. You know what this place needs? More brewing stands. Okay, I think I can make the painting moment work. If I make it a moment. Hide it in plain sight. Don't like that. It's fine, we've got the debug stick. And no one will know that I'm a failure. This is our cult leader. Oh, he didn't like that. Cult leader died, gang. If you put 2 trapdoors there, it hides the entryway a lot better again. Because you have to shift through it. Not Pinocchio. The mysterious figure. I just need something else there to make it look less suspicious. And you know what's not suspicious? Iron bars. Sorry, my brain had an idea, but forgot to verbalize it. I was thinking maybe hanging pot plant. But that does seem crazy. Oh. What do we want? I don't like it. I don't... Ooh, maybe that. And then I thought that would work. I thought it would work. How do I make this look good? How do I make it look good? Let's get rid of these, because this needs to feel like it's a different section. I know, just freaking so many candles everywhere. A concerning number of candles. And maybe some blood splatter. It looks like a silly face. It looks like a... Maybe no to the blood splatter. Also wondering if I replace that middle one. I hate it. That makes that unusable. I don't know if that makes that more or less suspicious, but I think I've made it less suspicious. Let's see what it looks like from the outside. Also, the wood looks awful at the end of this corridor, but it's fine. If I'm looking in here, and I see that scary ass portrait, I'm not thinking that's a hallway, which is fantastic news. So how do I make this accessible? Game mode. Game rule. Random tick speed 100. Just take a second to watch that grow in. Let's turn that tick speed up even higher. I always forget how high it is. That corridor is very not suspicious. I'm assuming that you can just climb up through there. Yeah. So it works. It's just not very covert. So we might even need to make a secret doorway once you're in here, which is fairly easy to do just with a couple of pistons and some moss. So let's grab us some sticky pistons, some redstone dust, redstone torch, and what is the, I'm gonna go with a jungle button. Because I think that's gonna blend in the best. Oh, okay, that's, I didn't think about that problem. That's okay, we can do it with a pressure plate. Maybe even a stone pressure plate. This is fine. This is not a problem. I could even set it back one further. Might be the way to do this. And put the pressure plate here. The door's gonna be there. It's still a bit suspicious, I'm not gonna lie. It's a bit of a dark hole. Maybe if I fill it with dirt instead of moss. Nope. Okay, that's fine. We will make this work. Still pretty suspicious. One. If possible, it would be nice to just have it flat and open up. I don't know how to do that without having like significant walls around it. Redstone's freaking tricky, man. Oh, I finished my tea. That's nice. It can't be this simple. problem then is operating. That is actually not bad. That's pretty good. The only problem is operating the trapdoors. I wonder if I make this very complicated. Also, getting through the trapdoors, I should have done these as side trapdoors. Wait, that doesn't work yet. To get them up and down, you have to... But then how do you shift through them? From vines. Oh, this is an absolute nightmare. But once I get it right, you know what, I'm just gonna go in from here for now. While I'm working this out, that's not the long-term solution. So I'm coming down here, and that's already open. It is possible. That's all I needed. It's technically possible, and that's all I needed. Cool. This is a lot more complicated than I had intended. Huh. Why can't I use that lever? Can you not use levers if they're on top of... Because that's not... Brain words. It's not operating the redstone at that point, it operates the... Okay, so ideally I want those two to go to the same lever. Oh, one of of those goes in and one goes out. Oh no, that's because that's the entryway one. And I'm thinking I'm going to end up moving all this across one so that the entryway can come around, because obviously, or maybe over this way, because obviously there's a lot of redstone trickery that has to happen here in order to make any of this viable. I didn't expect to be doing complicated redstone today. And a lot of you would probably say that I'm not doing complicated redstone today. Do you love who you love? The interesting thing with redstone is the directionality of it. Like if I just do that, it won't work because that redstone's trying to go down that way, not trying to go down that way. I don't know why it's trying to go that way, but it is. It's trying to continue the spiral, I think. Or it's going up. It's going up there. If I put a block there, it connects with that. If I do that, okay, that solves the top half. We just need to get the bottom half up there without ruining everything. Because if I do that, that's going to mess that up. So I think I need to expand this all this way one. That I can't see the skyway now, because that's not a problem I'm ready to deal with emotionally. You don't have no say, your heart decides, it's that simple, I'm afraid. Why did I think running redstone over a trapdoor was a good idea? So which two change when I do this? But if I put a slab up there, I don't think... Oh, the redstone's just gone off there. That makes sense. There's a part of him, you know. This is so complicated. And again, fully not what I was expecting today. So maybe what I have to do is get this lever real low. I'm just eating up more and more of this corridor. But as I say, I think I'm going to end up moving this across, so it's fine. We're getting close. We're getting close. That's exactly the same thing I just had before. So they're closed. Okay. Only problem is I don't think I can fit through that. Do I need another way to deliver redstone to that block? Without using this one. Which is a little complicated. Unless I use a redstone torch, might... I've broken the lever. The fact that redstone torch didn't affect that trapdoor at all is a little concerning. It makes me think that's not going to work. What else can I put there that redstone would go on top of? Does redstone go on top of a sign? I just need something that redstone will go on top of that's not operable by redstone. If I knew anything about redstone, I'm sure there's an easy answer for this. Unfortunately, I don't. It's so obvious. Oh no, but it has to be lower half, doesn't it? Because it has to... And... yeah. No. It was not obvious. I was just a fool. I mean, if I... do that, I think theoretically that works. But then we've got a whole nother 2 problems right there. Oh, the 2 problems right there. I mean, that little gap there, that's not suspicious at all. Redstone, redstone. The other thing is, do I just make it 2 levers and make it a lot less complicated? Like, theoretically, I can just put a lever here. Okay, that doesn't work. I can just put a lever here. And a lever under that and save all of this trouble. And maybe I was just overcomplicating this. Maybe 2 levers is okay. I only care that I'm mine and that he's mine and I am his. Oh, I lost the debug stick every damn time. I think it's the last thing I copied, yeah. No. Okay, that side's all correct. This side was an even bigger mess though, so this will take a little bit longer, but actually it looks like not that much longer. There's no way to access the levers from the inside is a problem. Unless it's not a problem. Hear me out, unless it's not a problem. Because there's always more levers. Why do you not work? Gang, this is getting a little complicated for old Talia. It's a penis. I've made a penis. Maybe this doesn't need a secret entrance. I'm rethinking a lot of things right now. And I don't want to just give up because it's complicated, but I'm really thinking about it. At this point I'm like, do I just Google how to operate trapdoor through Vine? Because maybe there's an easy answer to all of this. I'm gonna ask Google. We just asking the Google. There might not be a way to make this dream a reality. But I mean, that's not too suspicious, right? I mean, this is just a backup, so maybe it's a situation where We only use these in case of emergencies. But otherwise, we mostly just use the main entrance. It's only an emergency exit. Boop, 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 boop. This way. You know it's a good emergency exit when even I, or a good hidden exit when even I forgot where it was. I would love there to be less light, but I don't know how to achieve that. There's just so much light. Coming through from all of the ridiculous candles. Yeah, that's not a today problem. Okay. Now we can blast off. And let's have another look at this tower. It's really interesting how much the wheat field glows, because it's one of the few outside areas that are really lit. I need something in this area. We originally put a well here, but it didn't look good. I don't know what else you would put in a town square though. I'm thinking really hard. A statue? I don't really think we've got the... Oh, how cute is this freaking window? I don't think we've really got the facilities to make a statue. Is the problem. Minecraft not good for statue. We could put a tree in there, but there's already so many trees around that doesn't end up being a feature. Okay, I'm getting some lore. Welcome. What do I put in the middle of this town square? I was thinking maybe dragon egg, but we've already got like 2 colts. We don't need a third. End tree? We can try it, but I don't think it's gonna... I think we've already got too much cult activity without adding something else weird. Yeah, I don't want it to be too much of a feature. I just kind of want it to fill the space. A little fountain? I can see a fountain working. Yo, did you say fountain before you heard me say fountain? Because, yeah. We sexy geniuses. Is the fountain going to take up too much space? I don't know how to make a small fountain, but we'll work it out. Or maybe if we do like an in-ground fountain. Ooh, or even one of these bad boys. moves all year long. And then just pop that up there and then on him. It's not a bad start. I think we need an end rod on top of that. Then maybe whittle over the end rod as well. Okay, that didn't go as planned. I forgot that end rods get washed away. Definitely needs to be one higher. Nope, not there. This is fine. That's not bad. I think it could be better, but it's not bad. What happens if... Not that. Damn it! Water's so freaking temperamental in Minecraft. You gotta be real careful. Lever doesn't go straight up, but I'm wondering if a lightning rod... I'm also wondering if I do this, will it stay? This is fine. Let it drain. This is fine. This is fine. Everything that happened, I meant to happen. So the question is, will... No, that doesn't stay at all. I was thinking just take the water level down on the corners there, so it was more of a harsh slope. But that did not... It's not a bad fountain, but it's not a good fountain. Oh yeah, that lighting has gotten pretty dramatic. I forgot to change it when I was no longer in hardcore mode. Okay, this is really cute, but the Prismarine's actually so far out of the colour palette, I don't think it works as much. So we might have to change it to stone. Hello, it's Althea. I did not intend for the dramatic lighting, but the sun is setting. And honestly, I never pass up an opportunity for color, so I'm keeping it. Alright, I don't hate that. It's definitely Button. I knew it needed one more thing, and it was button. Hey, can buttons not go on top of walls? It's fine. Hello, would you like a tour of the town so far? We've still pretty much just got accommodation to do. Okay, so this is out here. This is where you arrive. This is our town flag. Or you can arrive at, if you're the fisherman, arrive at the fisherman's hut. This is where our fisherman and his apprentice are gonna live. And they've got these two cute little beds. And you go upstairs to the freaking cutest little planter boxes ever. Out the back here. And look, if you're coming up from the pier, you get to see these cute planter boxes from this side, which look even cuter. Then you've got the wheat cart and the wheat field for the farmer. And a little tool shed. You get the path up here, past the fountain, into the smithery, where all the armor smith and the weaponsmith and the toolsmith all work. Smith and Sons. Up here you've got their little break room, which is a rooftop garden overlooking the world, which they also share with the stonemasons over here. Smithery? I don't know why that's funny. Is it because they're called Smith? And over here we've got the cow house, which is where the leather worker and the butcher work. You just gotta go down here. The smithery is a word, yeah. And this is where the cows live. It's humane because they have a window. And over here you've got the shepherds with their looms and their sheep. And over here is the Fletcher, which is just an absolutely wild building. You've got all the fletching tables over here, and the dead plant room, where he keeps his sticks, and the chickens, where he gets his feathers. And over here we've got the library, which as always is a funky ass, a little bit obnoxious building. And this is where we're going to keep all our enchanters. And it's got a cute little reading nook. Then up here we've got our cartographer. Gotta close the door on your way in. Which are a husband and wife who fly around in their hot air balloon, mapping out the area. Then we've skipped ahead a little bit to the Spooky Cleric's Tower. Which honestly, let's have a look at it from over here, like behind the smithery, because that's one of the best angles. It's just so freaking menacing. So you land on top and you go down, and there are just a ridiculous amount of brewing stands. What is that doing there? And then this is the portrait of the head brewer, and also the secret escape route. I am glad you like the tower, because I spent a lot of time on it today. It didn't look good until I worked out the glazed terracotta. Oh yes, the secret escape route from the other side is actually really well hidden, because you got all the vines here, and the trapdoors that just blend in really nicely with the texturing we've got going on. So this is the village so far. We need to put some accommodation in here, and then like a mayor's building over here next to the tower. But it's going pretty good. And I'm really happy with my use of blocks and choices of when to be consistent and when not to. Where do you enter the tower? From the top. Only high-level clerics are allowed to enter the cleric tower, and you must have an elytra to do so. You enter from the top. Can you walk out the secret escape? The problem with the secret escape... Whoa, I'm stuck. The problem with the secret escape is you can't close the trapdoors or open them from this side. So it's really only an in case of emergencies moments. You can exit through there, but then it is no longer secret. Yeah, you can enter or exit, but you can only close or open the doors from the inside. I am really bad at exiting this building. The stairs just take so long. I don't know why this town needs so many brewing stands, but there's definitely something afoot. We have 1 toolsmith and 21 clerics. That seems proportionate to me. 1 farmer, 21 clerics. What are they brewing? What secrets lie beneath this town? There's a mystery brewing? That's fantastic. That is beautiful. That is art. I think the hot air balloon is still my favourite of them, although the fisherman's hut. I love the fisherman's hut with the freaking cute little beetroot window. Look how cute it is. I also love that the farmer has a cart to take the wheat into town when it's like 5 blocks away. People ain't walking all this way to get wheat. That would be ridiculous. Oh, and there's also this that I built over here one time. It's just a lava tower. It's unrelated, but it is here. Oh, look how nice it looks rendering in. With the hot air balloon and the pier rendering in first. It's fantastic. I'm very happy with this. I am very pleased with myself. I do still think there needs to be something else on top of those walls, and I wish buttons could go there. Go inside the lava tower? I don't know if I can, but I'll try. I think it might just be lava all the way through. Oh no, there's a column in the middle. Stray animals, yo! That's an excellent point. I should put in some just random cats. Can't spell vindicator without cat. This town is honestly overrun with cats. There are a lot of cats. Is there anything else that this town should have? Ooh, we could have bees. Bees are useful. What do you reckon? Bees? Should we have bees? Bats in the tower. I like the idea of bats in the tower, but I also... Silverfish! Maybe we'll put one silverfish in. I also think the tower's used enough that there's not. Actually, no, I don't like that hive then. I'm gonna move it. Did I just kill all of the bees in that hive? No one talk about it. No one mentioned the bee murder, please. Let's not put it right there because that's in the pathway, but maybe there. That'll do. We can have one silverfish. If I were a silverfish, where would I live? Like, it would make sense for them to be in the stonemasons. I'm gonna put them in the stonemasons. No, not the library. What happened to the library? I'm putting it in the stonemasons because I did say the stonemasons has a little cult vibes, and I kind of like the idea that they have brought silverfish in to try and get them to infiltrate the other cult and damage... Oh! And damage the cult tower so they can become the reigning cult in town. There is competitive cultiness in this town. I forgot how many flowers there are around. The bees are very happy here. There's a couple of cults. Oh, I did not mean to freaking hit the moss. There's the cult of the clerics, and also this looks less culty than it did before, but it still feels a little like a temple to me. Have to head off? You know, I should probably head off as well. I don't think we're gonna be able to make the mana before I run out of steam. So I guess we're doing a part 4 where we make the mana and all the houses. Hopefully that'll be a little bit of a quicker expedition. But I'm really excited for this whole island to come to life. It's been real, gang. As always. I'll see you next week.